Job growth levels have slowed down in Milwaukee, and so has apartment revenue growth. Welcome to Apartment Market Dynamics from MPF Research. I'm Jay Parsons with your Milwaukee update. Vacancies are still very few in Milwaukee, though we did see some net move-outs in Q4, but we are seeing rent growth levels cool off, and it all appears to trace back to what's going on in the local economy. As you can see, Milwaukee was showing pretty good growth throughout most of 2010 and 2011, not far from the decade peak growth levels. But then the market hit a slowdown. Annual employment growth levels flatlined through most of 2012, and through Q4, the number was back up modestly with 2,800 jobs added annually. That's about 10,000 jobs below the peak growth period in 2011. So what effect has that had on the apartment market? Well, occupancy is still in good shape, as you could see, but we did see some backtracking in Q4. The rate came in at 96.9%, down 90 basis points in the quarter and down 10 basis points year over year, and that was Milwaukee's first year-over-year decline in nearly 3 years. But again, at 96.9%, Milwaukee is still in very good shape in terms of occupancy. That was the 7th best rate nationally among the core 100 metros, and it's the 2nd best rate in the Midwest region, behind only nearby Madison, where occupancy is very tight at 98.5%. And a handful of Midwest markets just below Milwaukee, as you can see on this list: Des Moines, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Grand Rapids. And here's a look at occupancy in Milwaukee's 8 submarkets. Very strong, with all but one right around 97% or better, led by downtown Shorewood, where occupancy came in at 98.5%. The laggard was North Milwaukee, where occupancy was at 94.8%. So few vacancies across the board, but that wasn't enough to keep rent growth levels from slipping. Year-over-year rent growth came in at just 1.5% in 2012. That was the weakest increase in 10 quarters, and that's far below increases of 4.8% in 2010 and 3.9% in 2011. It was also one of the weakest increases in the Midwest region for 2012. And not much stands out among Milwaukee submarkets in terms of annual rent growth. That Racine number that you see on the chart is probably just a blip, and the others are right around 2% growth or less, including downtown Shorewood. Despite so few vacancies there, rents climbed just 0.7% in 2012. So what does all this mean for 2013? Well, the economy is expected to see some moderate improvement, but probably not enough to meaningfully change the story. We expect occupancy to remain in good shape, as it almost always is. In terms of rents, though, Milwaukee's never really been a big rent growth market. Those numbers from 2010 and 2011 were certainly higher than the historical norms, so we expect to see rent growth right around in that 2 to 3% range for 2013. And that wraps us up for Milwaukee. So until next time, for Apartment Market Dynamics and MPF Research, I'm Jay Parsons. Thank you for watching.
Want more? Go deeper with NPF Research's apartment market reports. From a national level, down to individual metros, to specific neighborhoods, NPF Research has been providing unparalleled apartment market intelligence to the multifamily industry for almost 5 decades. Learn more by contacting us at 877-284-4938 or visit www.npfresearch.com and click on Market Reports.